Hello everyone, this is Clipchamp Matthew episode 12. We're going to be brining turkey today, and I'm going to be making some cranberry sauce later and possibly a pumpkin pie, I'm not sure yet. I'm going to go ahead and get the brine made. This is a couple of days before, so I'm going to have to do some video editing and stuff. I'm trying to do the brine 3 days before Thanksgiving Day is Monday, so let's get started. I've got half a cup of sugar right here. And then we're going to go get a 1/4 cup of salt. I'm going to alright, so next thing is I got to put my hot water in. That's why y'all heard the noise. I had some water running over here. I need the water to be hot so it'll dissolve the sugar and the salt. One. Eight cups. Twelve cups of water. So I'm going to get my little whisk, and I'm going to whisk that around to make sure it dissolves real good. Thought I had a whisk over there. One right here. We're going to whisk it around. I've got some herbs over here. I've got a little stick of rosemary, a couple of them. Got a couple little twigs of thyme. Got a little bit of fresh sage. My knife. I got 1 lemon here. I'm going to slice it into slices. One fresh lemon. Then I'm going to get some ice to cool this off. Got about 4 cups of ice. So we're going to do Let's see. Then I'm gonna get some apples. I got some apples over here somewhere. I'm gonna slice them about 4 apples. These aren't that big apples. Put them in there. It's a brine. It helps keep the turkey moist when you're cooking it. You can just use simply sugar and salt. I like to season mine up a little bit, especially with this turkey we're fixing to be putting in there. I don't know exactly how big this turkey is. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay him in there like this. Let me wash my hands now. I'm going to bring it over here and let y'all see. That's what it's going to look like. I'm going to lay it down like that. I'm going to leave it overnight. Then when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to flip it back. I'm going to flip it over on its back side. And I'm going to keep doing that. I'm going to keep flipping the thing back and over for a little while till it's time to cook it. Then I'll drain all the stuff out. I'll wash the turkey off. And then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with it after that. But that's the end of that for right now. Let's see. That was... Alright, so I'm going to show y'all this, and I'll call it back out. So I'm going to call it back out. I did a 1/2 cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of salt, 12 cups of hot water. That's to melt. Then I whisk all that stuff up to it dissolve real good. Then we put two little sticks of sage in it, two little things of thyme, 2 little bunches of rosemary, little sticks, 1 fresh lemon, 4 cups of ice, 4 fresh apples I cut up in it, and we're gonna let that. You can let it sit overnight, but like I'm gonna let it go for Thanksgiving. Today's Monday night. It's like late. It's 10 o'clock. I just got out of the gym, and I was procrastinating about doing this, but I got it done, and I'm gonna come back in a few days, and we're gonna finish up what we're doing. But the video hasn't stopped because it's just gonna be some editing done. So I'm back. This is Thanksgiving now. Thanksgiving morning. It's around 9 o'clock or so. I've got my turkey out of the brine that I made. Now I have it. I'm going to show y'all what it's looking like. I got the oven heated up to 400 degrees. Now I've got a few little. I got some herbs, some onions, carrots and celery in there, and I have blackened the turkey. I've covered it in blackening seasoning. So I'm fixing to throw it in the oven. Now I like to let it go on 400 for, that's a little too close, for comfort. It's a new oven, so I ain't really, this will be the first thing I've baked in this oven. Put a little wine and water in the bottom of that too. It's going to have me a nice little. It's going to have a nice little stock that I make some giblet gravy with later. Alright, so I said something about pumpkin pie. That ain't gonna happen. My refrigerator went out the other day, so I had to buy a little small, it's like a half fridge to get through Thanksgiving. Best Buy is supposed to come out and look at this thing Monday. We'll see what they do with that. But I am gonna do the cranberry sauce I was talking about. So I have 2 packs of cranberries. They're 12 ounces apiece. Let's put them in here. Let me get my pen and paper. I have a notebook somewhere. Alright, so we're gonna, that's gonna be 2 12-ounce cranberry. And then I've got orange juice right here. I'm gonna put 2 cups of orange juice. I'm gonna go do 2 cups of water. That looks about right. Said I usually don't measure stuff, but I am just simply because I'm doing the video. I'm not for you to be able to do this. 2 cups OJ. 2 cups water. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this thing high for right now. Alright, put that one away. So then I've got, make sure that thing is, yeah. Make sure it's working. I've had some technical difficulties. It's like the devil keeps working against me, man. This thing went out, then my fridge went out, and then when I was trying to load, trying to go get my refrigerator yesterday, the scrap man, I got some scrap metal in my truck, and he's telling me he's got room for me. Then I get up there and he starts laughing at me, telling me he got room, but he knew the deal. I had to go get a fridge. He was just being a jerk, so, you know, I pray God blesses that man anyway, because evidently his life's way going really bad to be messing with somebody that's stressed out, you know, old pickup truck, you know, tell them they can drop it off, because then I barely was able to fit it in there, and then I get to Home Depot, and the tailgate won't open. I got somebody fix my tailgate a while back. He's in Mobile, so he can't come check it out. But he's supposed to come today or tomorrow, so he's gonna come make it right. And I was able to get that little half fridge over the thing. That was like when I spun out a little bit when I was leaving the scrapyard. I was mad at the guy because he was. And it's just weird. It's like the thing just flew over. I had a old gas grill in the back, and it swung out. It was made just enough room for me to fit that fridge in, then over the top, because the tailgate wasn't working. So, you know, the devil was working me hard yesterday, but you know what? God had plenty. He said, you know what? That grill ain't worth that much money. I'm gonna go ahead and knock it out, because it would have been really hard getting that thing out with that tailgate, because it was hard getting that fridge in and out. But I was able to. There's a perfect size fridge for that. So we got this going, and let's see how much sugar you're going to go with. I'm thinking 2 cups. I'll look at it when after I put it in. 1 cup. cups. We'll go with 2 cups of sugar. Let me find mine. I'll go with 2 teaspoons of vanilla. That's going to be 2 cups sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And I'm going to go with, I'm going to say, tablespoon of cinnamon. Alright, so got the turkey in. I'm gonna let it go roughly 30 minutes like that on 400, and then I'm hoping that and if it takes longer, then I just want the skin to get really crispy. And then I got this lid right here. Then I'm gonna cover the lid after the 30 minutes is up. I'm gonna drop the temperature down to about 325. I'm going to let it go till that little red thermometer pops out. I can't give you an exact time. I just look for the red thermometer. But that brine that I made also flavors the turkey. I gave you the recipe earlier. I gave it to you earlier. I let it brine for 3 days, and if you ain't got all the stuff, as long as you do the sugar and the salt and the water and the ice that I told you, you'll be good. But all that up, you can add other stuff to it if you want to. I know when I was at Jim and Nick's, we just did sugar and salt. That's the main ingredient: sugar, salt, and water. That's the main ingredients in the brine. Anything you want to add to that, I added the apples, added the herbs. You know, I gave you all the recipe for that. And so, anything more than that, you can add to it, whatever you desire with that, with the brine. But like fried chicken and all that stuff, it's best with a brine. I thought I had another one of the wooden spoons over there. I got this little wooden spoon. Must be in the dishwasher washing right now. I'm trying to get some dishes washed. So I got this little wooden spoon. I'm going to stir this stuff around. I'm going to let this stuff come to a boil, and I'm going to mash it up. I'll probably end up pureeing it with my stick blender later, but I'm going to let this stuff go for a little while. It's going to take a while, so I'm going to cut the camera off for a minute and we'll come back. And I'll give y'all some more information on what's going on. I may have to add some more sugar. I'm not really sure. Like I said, I eyeball these recipes and sometimes, but I'll give you the final whatever it needs to be at the end. Sorry about the pumpkin pie, guys. I got that small fridge. I tried to cram everything in my big fridge, and then I had to throw away a lot of stuff. I was able to save my turkey, thank God. And anyway, so we'll come back here shortly. Alright, so I've been letting this go for a little while. I'm going to show y'all what it looks like. It ain't been going that long. I cut the heat down. It was on high. I got down to a simmer. The berries are pretty much cooked now. Alright, so the next thing is I'm going to use this little stick blender here. Blend it up. You can, if you want to leave them whole, you can use a whisk and mash it, or a potato masher, mash it. But I've got these little gelatin packs I've never used this. I usually use Sure Gel, but the ones that I've seen was saying something about with no sugar, so I didn't know if this was right. It's saying 4 of these per quart. So I'm going to put 10 of these in here, but this looks to be about 2.5 quarts. What it looks like to me. After it's all said and done. This is gelatin. I used cornstarch, the one at work the other day, because they didn't have no gelatin. It would have took a lot of gelatin because I made about 5 gallons of this stuff at work. I wish I'd had gelatin because the cornstarch version wasn't really the way I wanted it to be. I wasn't happy with it. I was happy with the way it tasted, but I was not happy with the way it actually looked after it got cold. So anybody's looking for me a Christmas present, a better one of these would be great. This is a Hampton Beach, just a little cheap. I think I paid 20 bucks for the thing. It's doing a half, you know what job. That's the way that thing does that. That's the way it's looking right now. And so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to find me a dish right here. That wasn't enough. I guess we'll see if I was closer or not. The flavor was there though. I tried it before I put back the video, so there's 1 quart, there's part 2 quarts. I might put a little bit more gelatin than I need to. I guess it roughly looks like more about 2 quarts. This is still, this blender should have blended that stuff up fine. It didn't. There's still, I'll show you, there's still little chunks in it. That's what I'm saying. I need a better immersion blender. This thing really is probably the worst of the worst. That looks a little more clear. That still got some chunks of cranberries in it, which is good. I mean, it did blend it up. It made it easier than me beating it together with a whisk. So I'm grateful for what I have right now. I want me a daggum rubbo coop, a little bigger one. That's like that's the Cadillac of these immersion blenders. If you can afford a rubbo coop, buy one of them. Anyways, we're going to cook my turkey. So we're about 30 minutes in on this. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can look at this a little bit. So I'm actually going to go a little longer than the 30 minutes I originally said. I may go an hour. That's the way that turkey's looking right now. I'm going to go another 30 minutes, and then I'm going to put the cover on it. So maybe we'll go an hour on the 400 with the lid off of it. I'm going to go another 30 minutes, and we'll put the lid on, and then that's what we call braising. When we put the lid on that, it's got the liquid in the bottom, it's got the vegetables in the bottom. It's braising in that thing, that lid right here. So when you put the lid on it, the steam's going to come on the bottom of here, and it's going to drip onto the turkey. And it's going to sort of steam it. This is the braising method, and it's going to cook the turkey real tender and nice, and break the muscle tissue down a little bit, and it's going to be a great turkey when we're all said and done. So I'll show y'all I'll tell you how long it took to do all this stuff. The turkey, I don't know, I'm not really eyeballing that much, but I think to put this cranberry sauce in the refrigerator and let it cool off. Alright everybody, so I'm back. Cranberry sauce is best to do the day before. I found that out. We didn't have it in me to do it last night, so I did it the day of, and I stuck it in the freezer. And a lot of it gelled up, like the top part of it is gelled up. It's going to cool off a little more. So it came out really good though. This is a really good cranberry sauce. I'm going to go ahead and go over the recipe again. 2 12-ounce bags of fresh cranberries, 2 cups of orange juice, 2 cups of water, 2 cups of sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, 10 packs of the unflavored gelatin I got. Like I said, I was trying to get the Sure Gel. Now, you need to read on the directions, whatever it says you need for the liquid you got. As I said, or go by directions for the gelatin. Alright, let's see. Cut that off. I'm going to go around and show you what we got here for today. So we got a vegetable casserole. I usually do a green bean, but I had some vegetables. You know, I told y'all my refrigerator was messed up. I needed to get rid of, so we used that. I got my giblet gravy. I did a little different than the video I showed you before. That cornbread dressing is my granny. She sent some down, so it was in Ziploc baggies. We just made that. My mom cooked these last night. I just heated them back up. We got some pecan pie, and we got some potato salad mom brought. There's the cranberry sauce, and there is the turkey, how it turned out. That's that little red thing I was telling you just popped up. We're getting ready for Thanksgiving dinner, guys. That concludes this episode, Thanksgiving episode, and hope y'all have a blessed Thanksgiving.